Customer had mentioned that her AC was not working and it was not keeping up and it was getting too hot inside. I'm gonna show you how I found the problem, what caused it, and a price range typically for the service call like this.
Sorry, I feel like it stinks in here because of the heat and stuff.
Oh, you're fine. I don't know if you need to come in here, but it's gonna be blocked off.
Okay, cool.
The blower is on. Check the outdoor unit. Alright, so the blower's coming on outside. Let's see if the outdoor unit's coming in. So system's blowing and everything, so they were saying that the system was not coming on. System's coming on, so we're gonna go up there in the attic and check to see. More than likely it's probably the flow switch is dirty. We're gonna clean that up. Ah, you're fine. I'm gonna go in here and see what's going on. Yeah. Oh, it comes with the job. Alright. Where is this thing? There it is. We can practice hit a nail. Comes with the job, I guess. Got a little spider webs. Alright, let's do this. Ooh. So, the thing about these calls is sometimes the system will run. Like for this one, it wasn't coming on at all. But now, and then every once in a while, will start up. The reason being is because of these switches right here, the safety switches, that pretty much are like, and even right now, that one just came off. System just came off because the safety switch has caused the, you see this water right here? This water is doing its job, and we know that the safety switch is doing its job because it has caused it from this pan to stop overflowing. So we know that there is a draining issue and it's backed up, so we're going to remove the cover right here. And so the thing about these safety switches, the way they work is when there's water filled up right there, this, as you can see, there's water in here. So this goes up, this little float goes up, and once this float is up, the system shuts off all the way. I don't know if you heard it, but it just shut off all the way, and it starts the system from running. The reason being, it starts this pan from overflowing and preventing water damage, especially in a system like this when it's in the attic. But we're going to remove that, get that checked out. Just so you guys can see, there it is. This thing is not draining, it's backed up. So everything that's coming up is going not only to the flow switch up here, right there on the secondary, right there, that one gets backed up, this one gets backed up as well. So that water's in here. So we're gonna clean that out, vacuum it out, and we're gonna flush the line. And so you guys can see, I'm gonna take a peek, kind of get that and try to remove that as much as I can. Just want to take a look at that coil. There's a screw right here. With that, I'll try to peel this back some more. Remember, so this coil, not as bad, but we're gonna brush it off a little bit too. We'll brush it off and spray it down, and we're gonna clean it up as much as we can. For this one, you gotta be careful not to mess with the distributor tubes right here.
So for this call, we continue to drain out all the water, cleaned it up, So one of the reasons why this ended up happening is because the lack thereof of the changing of filter. Without that filter being changed, this dust and all these things was accumulated in the evaporator coil inside this compartment and causing everything to be backed up and to overflow back into this big pan, which you see that we had to remove about 12 gallons of water.
Oh, we got our first batch of water. Oh, this thing's full.
So for this job, we had to take out all of this after we got done pretty much draining the whole pan. We checked everything in the system. Also, for a call like this, we typically looking around 300, a little bit more, depending on the job complexity, how long it's gonna take to do the job. And not only are you just clearing this up and then just running it back on, you're gonna be checking for all the components, make sure that everything's within spec, so that you can see an overall picture and be able to present that to the homeowner and let them know that everything's fine. So while I was here, I also ended up flushing out the drain line with nitrogen. I ended up cutting it over here and flushing the drain line so that there is no more backup because of all the buildup that we have found in the inside the inside compartment of your evaporator coil. We ended up cleaning it up. Now we had to put everything back together, gluing everything as it should be, knocking this thing out the park. And also, other thing too that I do regret during this day is that pretty much I forgot to bring my fan, and also that was a pretty hot day. But either way, we thugged it out, man. Did our thing, got this homeowner back where she needed to be. You know, that's what we do. That comes with the territory. That comes with doing HVAC, especially residential. This what it is. You got to knock it out, deal with it, make sure you're well hydrated, and keep it going, baby. That's how we do it.
This thing, this PVC thing is it's really strong. If it hits your skin, it's gonna burn. So it dries super quick as well. So for this one, I'm just gonna put the top on here, cap it off. The system just came on right now.
So one thing I will say, if you're not used to being in extreme hot temperatures, I really recommend not being and exposing yourself to this type of conditions, especially if you're not used to. So keep yourself safe and listen to your body, that's for sure.
Alright, all cleaned up over here. Pick up everything. And we're gonna check the pressure. So the system's all cleaned up now. It's up and running. Make sure we don't get electrocuted too. Don't wanna fall through. Don't fall through the ceiling, baby. You know what it is. It's the type of stuff they don't teach you in school. HVAC life. Thing's hot up here, look. Fucking soaked. It's not water, this is just straight sweat. You see that out there? That is music to my ears. Thing is draining. Check some stuff out here.
So we ended up getting the customer going. We ended up checking everything, washing up our condenser coil, checking amp draws, everything else, to making sure everything was fine and there was nothing that needed to be addressed at that moment. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see and get updates on the next service call, and maybe it might be something that can help you out and save you hundreds of dollars and even thousands of dollars. Stay tuned.